This is AV Super Friends Off the Rails, an almost regularly scheduled open discussion on audio and video in higher education. We'll sound off about our most brilliant ideas, our dumbest mistakes, and everything in between. And because this conversation will almost certainly go off the rails at some point, we'll end up covering just about everything else. And now, the AV Super Friends. For February 6, 2026, it's the best sounding and most ISE-focused podcast in higher ed. This is the AV Super Friends Off the Rails, episode number 131. I want to say that number's wrong, but I'm going with it anyway.
It seems right.
It sounds right. That's right.
It's close-ish.
It's
I'm
fine.
not sure about it. Broadcasting live across all 4 time zones. That's strangely phrased. It's that time of year where half the AV world is in Europe attending a trade show, and the other half is quietly grateful they won't have to explain certain LinkedIn photos to a future hiring committee. We chose wisely. I'm Chris Detcher, and you're tuned in for another Friday afternoon podcast adventure. I'm telling you, man. So that's what happens out there.
Something about bathtubs.
And let's say hello to today's panel of AV Super Friends. Our first panelist leads groundbreaking campus initiatives entirely from his office, proving innovation is possible without international airfare, per diems, or LinkedIn humble brags. He's a director of domestic innovation and fiscal responsibility from Kansas City. Say hello to Mr. Jamie Reinhardt.
Making new stuff with no dollars.
Perfect. Our next panelist generates industry insights, conference opinions, and strategic direction without ever leaving campus or pretending that missing ISE was a huge loss. He's a coordinator of remote thought leadership and sensible travel choices from Corvallis, Oregon. Say hello to Mr. Mark Kolowazinski.
I'll have Copilot put that all together in a nice little summary once you guys submit your reports. Thank you.
And submit reports. Our next panelist ensures all AV, IT, and human systems function despite sub-zero mornings, snow days, and morale dips caused by February lasting 47 weeks. He's a manager of winterized systems and cold start operations from Greensboro, North Carolina. Say hello to Mr. Larry Darling.
My son has been remote from school for 2 weeks. This is nonsense.
And Larry is out of wine.
Yeah, he's like, not enough.
And our final panelist provides executive oversight by not attending overseas trade shows and instead approving budgets, staffing plans, and reality-based technology decisions. He's a vice president for strategic presence, North America, from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Say hello to Mr. Justin Rexing.
Oh, North America. So I'm strategically not present at ISE because I can't leave North
Out
America.
of your jurisdiction, sir.
No.
It's not your market.
That's right.
Somewhere
There's
else.
a whole other group who handles other parts of the world.
Yeah,
That's
European,
fine.
The contingent from Europe say that their numbers are looking better than yours.
That's fine. I don't have my real ID. I got a passport. Should be good enough.
It's not.
I think.
You just jump the
It
line.
better be.
It's a $40 fee.
All right,
Better
so on
not
today's
be.
show, we're going to discuss rethinking our approach to camera deployments and the death of 8K. But first, some housekeeping. So if you're listening to this as a recording or just as a reminder, we do stream live on Fridays at about 3:15 Eastern, 12:15 Pacific, or whenever we get our act together. Today, we were debating what the actual news story was going to be. We just said it was going to be ISE news, and we had to, figure that out. So anyway, you can join us live for that on YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, etc. I just noticed this. Don't put that there. All right. If you can't make that live, don't worry about it. Please connect with us on the same socials. You can follow us. Just follow AV Super Friends. You find us on there on Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Blue Sky. We're all over that stuff. So there's updates, there's clips, there's all sorts of fun things going on there. And the occasional reminder that meaningful work still happens even when you're not roaming the European exhibit halls collecting tote bags and bad opinions. As always, if you could please help spread the word, share this podcast with your friends, colleagues, enemies, department chairs, procurement officers, and anyone who's currently convinced the future of higher ed can only be discovered somewhere between Hall 7 and the closest open bar. If you want to continue supporting the show, please consider donating. Your contributions help keep this thing running, fueling honest conversations, bad jokes, and radical ideas that you don't need a passport to have an informed opinion. True.
But I have a passport.
Don't need that.
Do you have an opinion?
No.
It's not informed. So.
Yeah.
Correct.
And thanks to you all for your support, because we couldn't do this without you. And now, how about some ISE news? Justin, you ready?
Get it going, Justin.
Sing along.
Do.
Yeah.
There was more doo-doos in there.
There was.
They just threw it.
I was a little bit more energetic back in the day. I'm tired.
All right, so which one of these two related stories that become one story are we storying here?
I defer to Mark.
We're going to get through both, because why have one when you can have two at twice the cost? Let's jump off. Let's start with Biamp, Chris.
So Biamp is now reselling Clear One. Oh wait, not that.
Not that one.
Not that one.
The other
All right.
one.
So this
That
one
was
comes from.
that was piece of. This was also in this. Also in this news. It said it.
It
right
was.
there.
That's the only part that I really pay attention to. All right. So this comes from AV Magazine at avinteractive.com, and the title is Biamp Workplace Update. Biamp. Let me start again.
Hey,
The title is
Oh.
Biamp Workplace Update Heads Raft of Company Innovations. Don't like that
Workplace.
headline. Basically, Biamp's big push at ISE this year, and I think we're going to continue to see this throughout the year, is they're trying to like collapse all their software into Workplace to be like the place to go for live monitoring, for control, for system building, for configuration, for all of that stuff through Workplace. Is that,
well, we have been
is that fair?
complaining that Biamp has too many software suites to do
And
all
now
their
they
stuff.
have one.
Now
Justin.
they have
Is this
one.
better or worse?
Well,
Well, it depends.
Oh, and if all
It's a
your stuff
diaper.
is on the network?
Well, QSys does it, right?
kind of.
So,
They all do.
Yeah.
but just because it's one platform, does it work well? That's the question. I haven't played with it yet, so
It
I
is
don't
a
know.
Workplace Tools desktop app, which relieves
app.
the common pressures faced by AV installer on site during installation and commissioning.
An app? That sounds
an
weird.
app.
Well, so they said there's the Workplace Tools, there's the Workplace Command, there's My Workplace, there's Enhanced Floor Plan View. I think that's part of Workplace.
That sounds more like Crestron's approach.
And then there's Workplace Status.
You're
Like
not
here's a
wrong.
software suite with
a
little
suite.
modules in the suite
Yes.
versus QSys have, I don't know.
But yeah,
I don't know.
it's- It's installed.
Whatever.
And it's their attempt to bring all their stuff into one unified platform, and I get it.
Which I'm cool
Sure.
with that.
Like the
I get
Highlander.
it. I get it.
You have to one step at a time, Mark.
Yeah, but
That's the name of
You got to
it.
start somewhere.
I think that's where they're starting is one
Yeah.
step at a time.
And this is their first step.
yeah,
Which is great.
I had badmouthed it for a little while. I might badmouth it again in the
I was going to
future.
say, as long as your little while is measured in years, but
But
Yeah.
I did attempt to spin up a workplace instance for myself
Did it fail?
in order to
he
to
had nothing in which
badmouth
he
it
could
with
put in it.
intelligence,
Yes.
with experience.
Use the
And
word attempt. So
I found out that the devices that I wanted to do such things with did not qualify for said attempt.
yet.
So I need to change my attempt strategy in order to attempt this product trial again.
you've said the word attempt a lot.
Well,
Yeah.
it's-
That's the way I felt going through the whole
Okay.
thing. I
I see.
I want this to be something because I think they had bits and pieces in there, like the remote control pieces and some of this other stuff. I'm like, okay. I've been complaining about like Canvas. I didn't like it was an app. I wanted just to be able to log in and do it. And now they say, oh, now you can. It's supposed to make firmware issues easier. Okay, I'll try. Wait, I haven't been successful yet, but mostly that's because my test bed was not optimum.
Is this the project you started really late in the afternoon?
No, that was completely different.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Jamie decided to spin up a Zoom room 20 minutes before he's supposed to leave.
That was like another procrastination
That's
thing.
a that's a
different.
different story for later on, but no, not
different
the same
show.
project.
Okay.
Not the same.
Yeah.
because it would be off brand if I didn't mention this. I am awfully curious of this alleged AI agent to help configure devices properly and streamlining deployment at scale. What? Like, what type of configuration is this thing actually going to do? Like, is this wholesale across the board? Is this like launch on steroids? Like,
Let's
is
go
this-
try it.
It configures the devices so that they have an outbound IP outside the firewall.
Yeah.
So that they can hit all the monitoring systems.
Love it. Sign me up. No, I'm curious about
I assume
that.
it's something where it watches how you configure devices, and then it kind of, I'm guessing here, it snapshots that, and then you plug in another one. It says, hey, the last one you did this way. Do you want to do it the same way?
So it's
No.
it's accountability. Well, you did it like this. You're doing it wrong again, sir.
These
Like,
rooms are all
keep
the
deploying it.
You don't think it's part of reading the room?
I don't know.
No, I think
Or you
that's
think it's
something-
more of like an image PC thing?
it
Well,
depends on what
they have the
Or
AI
both.
powered, they have the AI powered processing blocks. So
Yeah.
No, I think it's part of that, and I also believe that it's also going to be solely dependent on all of their own thing.
Well, isn't it out? Maybe we should do more research before we talk.
we
That's
played
what I
with it.
said. I
this.
was attempting to,
Yeah, we're
but
trying to, and it does.
I did
work
hit
with-
some roadblocks.
Allegedly, work with some other things and platforms. I mean, this is the trend, and everybody's got their pane of glass, and so
Speaking
I
of
do
trends.
not want to just let the light be focused on BIAMP. So, Chris, there's another story from a
There
competing.
is it this one right here? Is it this story?
I don't know. Is it?
All right, so our second related story comes from Rave Pubs, and the title for this one is Sennheiser launches new device hub. So they now have software that to plug all your Sennheiser mics and network-enabled Sennheiser devices into to monitor and deploy and update firmware and all that stuff. This is kind of becoming a theme.
It is. Every manufacturer.
I don't
will have
like
its
this
own little
theme.
ego. It's just the theme at large.
I don't like
With all your
these
islands, I can
separate-
Well, this
see people
theme
like,
is-
how am I going to get to this?
Yeah, it's getting crowded. I mean, it's
my islands can't talk to their islands. Is where we're at.
I think
Islands
you just
of
stumbled
misfortune.
upon some of my test beds product problems. Is my island can't talk to their island?
Yeah.
I think I'm okay with like islands when it's like purely web. What I don't like is the localized application that then like it's quasi web. Like it's locally served web. It's not real. But I'm not saying it all needs to be cloud, but it's now you're into like switching all of your stuff all the time to make it so that you can communicate with these things. And it was all done in the name of centralized management, but now you really can't. Right. And so now you have to go boots on the ground to get over to your sneakernet world and blah, blah, blah. And you spend all the time doing this. So it is a step in a direction to bring all these different panes of glass. But is it really just not more of a pain in the ass? I don't know.
I find it doesn't really. Most of these don't solve the overarching problem that we've talked about multiple times of they're all panes of glass, but you have to have so many panes of glass.
or
you now
or-
have built a 10-story building with
high
the
rise.
panes of glass you've got to use.
or Jamie, you just buy one manufacturer.
Nah, that doesn't work.
That's what they need to hear.
it
That's
might.
what everybody
It might.
assumes on this manufacturing side. It's like, oh, well, if we develop this, then people are going to buy our
Well,
products.
it very much, Justin, you're not wrong. It very much is. From a manufacturing perspective, from a product development perspective, it's very much a.
They're doing it. We have to do
they're
it
doing
too.
We have to do it. We need one of these.
Get
as
in our
well.
sandbox.
Yeah.
We have white sand. It's nice. It's clean. Come get it. But I think for the application like raw here, exe, let me launch this thing. It feels weird to me because if we're all trying to get web aggregated data and do all this stuff, it just feels
Well, that's what I want to know.
adjacent.
On both of these systems, the new workplace from BIAMP, the device hub from Sennheiser, do we get appropriate levels of outbound and inbound API access to have them talk to other said
Yes,
devices?
you
or
do.
said systems.
But then you can pay for that service too.
And it's probably limited. It's not just
Yeah.
do whatever you
Their
want.
query costs you 8 cents.
So I mean, it's not like a broken record here. Yes, the excites, the unifies, and all the other. They do have their integrations to do
It's
that. to
pronounced
post-
Zeit.
whatever it is. So yes, they do have their API that does connect to these things, and they are an integrated partner to bring that data in. And
All
yes,
of
we
it?
need to do it, but now you have like the secret machine running under your desk that's serving this stuff, and then it's also going to the cloud, right? And so architecture is really important. Like, are you running this in a virtualized environment, a secure thing, when it looks like it's kind of deployed? Like, here, put this on your management laptop and see what happens. I don't know.
Oh, it needs administrator access to run though.
Of course, yeah. I mean, not you, somebody else.
Well,
That
as
doesn't
long
have
as it's
anything.
A2 administrator, not just the everyday
So,
administrator.
but these are the good conversations to have, and I think it is a step in a direction, and they're probably
Just
difficult for most
Mark,
folks.
all you got to do is just tell IT you want to put that .exe file on a VM in their server room,
Yeah, I don't know, whatever OS you got, just run.
and
this
then
thing.
everybody can remote into that one instance, and everything's fine.
So all good.
We've done things like that, so it's fine.
Oh,
So, yeah.
I bet you have.
But yeah, I think this is a march into some direction. So you're all in, right, Chris? What I heard. Sign you up.
Sure. Yes. I'm gonna.
We did this with. We
I'm
did
not
that
doing
same.
I'm not doing the single pane of glass. I'm doing 27 panes of glass on a video wall.
Remember
A
Mersive? Remember that
greenhouse.
company?
Merkins, what?
Mersive? Remember that? Yeah, we did that a long time ago with them. We put their .exe on a VM server in the IT room and just had multiple people
This
access.
explains
Like,
so many questions.
yeah, that's all they had to manage. That was the only option.
Yeah.
Mark's done it before.
Sure.
He said he was guilty.
Well, I'm
We
just
all
going to
do
have to
things.
make sure that I have a dedicated computer to open up a web browser with 27 tabs on it. That
See, that's all you
That's
need.
that's the whole thing. Like
You get one of those plugins.
you
that
should-
switches the
you should
tabs
not be
automatically,
doing this on,
and
like,
if it
your
goes
tower
faster
on
and
your
faster
desk.
and faster and faster, then it's real-time monitoring.
Well, I figure with the price of RAM, I could I could
Price of
also
RAM.
heat my house.
All right. Any other thoughts on this trend for additional?
Absolutely
cloud services?
not.
I like that I like that they're trying to do some of this. I just wish there was. It just doesn't fit my needs most of the time.
We'll keep seeing more of it for sure. I mean, every manufacturer has it. I mean, these are not the only two guilty parties that have this. I literally think anything that modern AV at this point in time has their own little ecosystem of management software, and that's what we all ask for, I guess.
I can see this more in corporate world versus EDU world. Like if
you'll
a
get it.
corporate building and standardizes on one thing and they, do it once. It's like, hey,
Or
spin
your
up
campus.
Sennheiser, whatever.
Yeah.
All righty.
So-
Well, let's take a quick break. We'll come back and talk about our big topic on deploying cameras a little differently than we used to years ago and all that fun stuff. Jamie just realized your slate's going to be wrong for this one.
Uh-oh. Do we need to
Ready?
restart the
You
show?
want to ready scramble for this one or just
Go with it.
Right.
do it live? All right. Back in a sec. The AV Super Friends are sponsored by Computer Comforts, and they've got a brand new product hitting the lineup. It's not
And
that
this one exists because not every classroom needs a full server rack hiding inside a lectern. Shocking, I know.
Last year, CCI's Evolve Lectern was a big hit. A push-button power table combined with a super flexible AV cabinet. But let's be honest, not every room needs 24 units of rack space.
That's where the new AV Hub comes in. It's a lighter, more space-efficient solution for classrooms that still need real AV infrastructure.
That's right, you get 8 units of rack space, and the whole thing sits only about 10 inches off the wall.
Which makes it a great fit when you're pairing it with a sit-stand power table instead of building a
is
massive lectern footprint into the room.
And this wasn't designed in isolation. The AV Hub was developed in collaboration with Texas State University, so it's very much built around real higher ed classrooms and real deployment needs.
Meaning fewer compromises, cleaner installs, and way less. Why is this furniture the size of a refrigerator?
If you want to see photos, specs, and all the details, head over to Computer Comforts website and check out the AV Hub. You can find that at computercomforts.com.
It's a smart, compact approach to classroom AV furniture from a company that's been doing higher ed for decades.
That's the new AV Hub from Computer Comforts, purpose-built, space-efficient, and designed for how classrooms actually work. And thanks again to Computer Comforts for sponsoring the AV Super Friends.
I heard new voices.
Yeah, and you talked right through it there, Chief.
It's like, yeah.
Your
It's
mic
like, it
used to
sounded
be
like somebody
aligned.
was talking. Like, where is that coming from?
The other AV super friend. You've never
Where's-
met this person.
The replacement.
All right.
My replacement?
Yes.
Al.
It does.
That was
We're
Al.
going to
That was Al.
spin and find out later.
All right,
Okay.
let's get into it here.
Talk. Hot takes. Topic 1 starts now.
I forget about these things every time you play them. I'm like, oh yeah, there's that thing.
You know how much that one cost?
Jillions of
5
dollars.
minutes.
No, that's Jeffrey Tambor. All right.
Larry Adams.
Okay.
Whatever. Thanks.
Sure.
So first topic today is we were talking about this the other day. We were talking about cameras and cameras being as exciting as they can be, but we all see, and we kind of suddenly realize we're all deploying. The endpoints are the same. The cameras are kind of the same. Capabilities are better. They have better processing on board. They have better lensing, better imaging, all that stuff. Yes, but we're deploying them physically differently. We're thinking about how we set up our cameras, how we can cable them, where we're putting them, all that stuff. We're doing that differently now, and a lot of interest in there's additional software processing out there, little processing boxes from a lot of companies that are now adding capability to the cameras you already have, and some of those are tied to room systems, some are not. But it's kind of a unique thing to think about. That yes, we put cameras in all our spaces because that's what you do, but we're doing it differently, different protocols, different cabling methods, all that fun stuff. And even ways to potentially reduce the load of stuff we already have in the spaces to make, as Justin likes to put it, to get rid of one more box, one less widget
boxes.
in there. So
Do you think there was a common way we were approaching this? Do you think we've deviated from that?
I think the common way was you like how many years ago?
Well,
I mean, how far back are we
okay.
going here?
prehistoric times, Justin, all the way back.
Okay, so you're probably using 2 or 3 cables to another widget box by that manufacturer, and it's super expensive, like
If there's another
$5,000.
widget box, or if you're just hard running multiple cables back to a certain location, maybe you've got a head end where you're doing a whole bunch.
Like
of
this
switching.
cable's for power, this one's for control, this one's for video. It's like, what the hell?
That is like the prehistoric lanes of traffic, right?
Yeah, like 10 years ago, right?
Okay. So then we moved forward, and some people may say, "Oh, what did you do over the pandemic? Oh, you had a pandemic response." Okay.
SDI.
Nope, USB, just USB, and I ran it thousands of feet. Just
taped them all together.
Yep.
Got a bunch of
passive
passive
little
extenders.
barrels. Just
And then you
But it
posted
worked
on,
fine.
don't work.
posted on all the message boards. Why does my USB keep flaking out?
My Alcam's not working.
Right.
Yeah. So we didn't do that, but somewhere some people
lot of
did.
people did.
Some people did.
A lot of them out there.
And so I think you do have that camp where it's like, I want to just, maybe I just want to take this lousy web camera or whatever. You paid whatever, I don't care.
And extend
But
it.
but you're going to try to extend that USB. So you have this whole market of USB extension widgetry out there that's, they just put
May
this
or may not work.
shoebox worth of shit underneath your desk and see if that extends it. Okay, and mileage may vary, right? And then you had the folks that the camp that I was probably in was like, we're going to SDI and a network cable to all of our camera locations. And that worked. One conversion into the PC, USB, bang, we're off to the races.
I'm still doing that shit.
Same.
So am I.
seems to be
But I
the
think we're
easiest way.
starting to see some
We're
desire
starting
to do
rethink
it different.
You want to do that whole intro again?
Who's rethinking?
You
Jamie
are
and
right
I.
now.
Jamie
you're
and
thinking.
I
Look at you.
are-
I can
are
see in your
rethinking
face. You're like,
You're still not to where
Got
I
you
am.
fooled.
So
No.
yeah, we haven't gotten to Jamie yet. Mark, you also skipped over the. Well, let's do a whole bunch over versions, flavors, and
Yes.
and types of HD-based tea.
HD-based T, yep, exactly.
Some of which appropriately carry power, some don't. Some of which appropriately carry control, some don't. Some of which appropriately carry network, some don't. Some of which, after a while, you give up and you have to run a second or third cable anyway.
And because I want to
Sounds
make
exhausting.
I want to be all inclusive on this. We all were guilty of at least exploring this. So we're going to be
Whoa.
honest.
Wait, what are we
We
exploring?
have the HD-based T transmitter. I'm going to throw my HDMI in. I'm going to bring it back to the switcher of the system and then bring that out.
I
You
will say-
all have done it.
I'll be honest, Mark. I have not done that dumb shit.
I don't trust you.
I've
do
only
not
done
trust
it
you.
when I was programming and consultants put that in.
I haven't done that.
It's okay.
Justin, lean back from the mic there.
No.
Got a little excited.
What?
you got excited and you're getting crunchy.
I'm getting accused of things that I didn't do.
Justin, I've seen you do it.
No, you haven't.
Tomorrow, I will back up Justin here. I have not done this, but I have,
Yeah.
I have
See?
inherited dozens of room where this is the case.
But you've thought about it.
Yes, and
There's a
how
lot of
bad of
people
an
who
idea it is, because why am I routing my camera around? like it's some
integrators
sort of
love this
baseband
approach.
source? I know.
Oh,
that.
hell yeah, they
Integrators
do.
do love that.
Consultants
Yes.
do
Look
as well
how
because it
many
adds cost.
Look how many card slots I can put in this chassis, because you can run your cameras right into
And
it.
you could just switch
Right.
it through this and then switch it to a single.
Well, you
out.
might need iMag. What if you need that up on?
I need
Shut
I
up.
need that on the screen. And I need
Get
to
it
build
outta here.
Building-wide switching.
32 by 32, nothing less.
How many 32 by 32s? Are they four
Seven.
stacked?
One per room, sir. The right way. Yeah.
Don't make me go into my inventory system again, because I will.
Okay, so that we got there. Now, let's settle on. Okay, we have an SDI cable. We have the CAT.
No.
We're powering it. I know, Jamie. That we're going to get to the edge case in a moment.
Listen, pal.
But what happens when I have another camera now? I want a
You
simple
put in.
camera.
You just put in
The
more.
little Marshall SD switcher, and you're good to go.
The 2000, the
Yeah.
VLBS.
Yeah.
Okay,
VSW
yep.
2000.
Marshall, that's
Yes.
like $200 more than my $70 special
Which is the
Yeah, but
same
there's-
hardware.
Sounds like
That
Jamie
I
wants
was-
to talk.
that I was using
Oh.
8 years ago.
We're still
You got
getting
something
Jamie.
to say, Jamie, about your camera?
But then we're still converting that to the same SDI to USB bridge
right.
prior to the compute, right?
Yes.
Is that
Probably.
a fair snapshot of the landscape where we're at?
No, we haven't gotten to
No.
Jamie yet.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want
Nah,
to cue
yeah.
Jamie up because I think this is like the
Okay.
edge now where we're going.
We're getting up to the point where Jamie is now stepping into where the rest of us are now starting to tiptoe into.
We're all just watching Jamie like hover over that cliff.
Look,
You
for
keep going,
every
buddy.
now and then, I stupid my way into smart, and I think
I
I've done
don't
it this
think-
time.
Even a
That's-
broken clock is
I don't-
right twice a day.
I don't think that's a thing. but
Oh
we'll-
no. Every now and then you do something so dumb and so out of line that it works out. And
Usually when I
think
do
I've done
that,
it.
I get hurt.
Justin, we talked about how you guys could just do nothing, and at least once every 8 years you're on the cutting edge. That's where we are.
Audio's a trend.
You know, we're trying to find the positive in what we do every day. I don't, you know.
Yeah, he started with Zoom rooms. We all made fun of it. Now we're all trying to look at Zoom rooms again.
Let's go. So anyway, so Jamie, we got into this whole like NDI stream switching yada yada, and I think that's how this unraveled on us the other day because I'm looking for certain products, and you're like, fuck, I can do that right now. What are we doing? So explain it. Explain what we're trying to do here.
You know, several years and even Infocom things. If you go back to some of the perspectives, I did one on a product that was going to help me out here. But years ago, I decided like I'm going to do NDI. I get PoE, I get Visco over IP, I get an NDI stream. I decoded it in the desk and then ran it through a widget. Right. So my big thing for years was, can I find an NDI to USB UVC adapter thing? And it solved.
And there were many out there that purported to do it.
And they're still there.
Yes,
they are out
and
there.
more have come out, and the pricing is right. And so now I think more of, and I use NDI, but I've also used just RTSP streams off of some of the cameras or SRT streams. I mean, it doesn't have to be NDI. It was the IP one. I had some decent luck with that cheap little Magwell IP to USB thing.
Convert. Yeah.
And so that's what I've been doing, and I run all the control and everything through the one network cable. Right? It's just one network cable for all these cameras wherever I put them.
When
and
you
I
say
can add-
control, what's your control?
So, look, it's traditional control, and this is where we started falling apart the other day.
Yeah, this is where
This is where we fell apart the other day. There's the control through the software interface, which is what we would use troubleshooting, right? Just pull up NDI tools or pull up whatever you're going to use, the web page itself, move the damn camera and go about it. Or, Visco over IP is pretty common. Almost all the cameras do it now, except for Panasonic has their own version.
Yeah, some don't document it well, but they
Just
use
because they don't like
protocol.
Sony. They don't want to deal with Sony stuff.
And fine, there's a good protocol. There's a
bring the lawyers
protocol
into
for
this
those
shit.
cameras too, and so you put it into your control system of choice, and that could even be your control system of choice. Could be a Stream Deck directly to your computer. I mean, it didn't
Not
have
a
to
stream
be.
deck.
That's Larry's control
Larry has
system of
stream deck
choice.
problems.
All right, how about my companion app?
Oh, BitFocus.
Better.
There we go.
On a Scarhoy, how about that?
There. But yeah, so you had to use the API to get it going, and I think we started to have this. You asked the question. The question was, fill in the blank, Mark. Question was,
I don't know. Let's question.
So here's what. Yeah, this is what I was looking for, and this is where the whole like
and this is where I told you shut up.
the leg wrestling match happened. Is that I wanted the NDI to expose itself as just raw UVC as all the control.
With the control, the UVC with control.
The control
which
as
is the important
subscribable
point.
as UVC. And then we got into speculation, well, does that not exist? And the language around a lot of these manufacturers is vague at best.
Correct.
And we don't know. And it's like, I don't want to need a third-party control system. I want it to be flat and exposed at the UVC level. So I want NDI, whatever you want to call, whatever your IP flavor is, and through my application choose and also be able to control native with that application.
You want your teams in Zoom rooms, Mark.
Correct.
Yeah,
That's what I'm looking for.
Mark
He
wants
wants to
his
open
peanut
up
butter
the-
and his chocolate.
The
And
camera,
jelly. I want
the
peanut butter,
camera
chocolate, and
app.
jelly.
Ew, gross.
And fluffernutter, all of it. Put it all in there. Put
that
it on,
sounds delicious.
on
And
potato
mustard.
bread.
Some
Why don't you
mustard
just
in
top
there.
it with eggplant while you're at it?
What?
Yeah, exactly. What?
Anyway,
I
so
was
yes.
I was all in on this. Some Nutella, some
Oh,
peanut
yes, I forgot
butter,
about Nutella.
and some marshmallow fluff on sandwich. Put a banana on there. Oh,
We got
And then
there,
some
guys.
dill
Okay.
pickles,
So, yes.
oh,
No,
some
just
spicy
So-
mustard.
So I want to.
You guys eat weird.
I don't want to rely upon like that Visca injected by way of third-party application, because that implies I have some other UI that's not native, right? And so I don't want to need to go down that road. And I think that's where it's like, well, how would you do this?
and so I said I believe you can with some, but it's the widget transversal thing, and I wasn't sure because I'm not doing that. But I do understand what you're saying, and I think there's again software download plugins in order to enable this, so that, but it's all within the computer, and you got to be able to run it. Because I know there's their OBS plugins will do it.
Wait, hold on. I just want to go out of the PSA right now.
What?
Never is the answer OBS is the solution to solve
No.
I just want to make sure in a classroom, OBS is never the
Didn't
answer.
you say we should spin up OBS, run it in a VM? We could all remotely connect.
That's for this nonsense.
But that was for your House of Cards crap. You're just.
But I would never.
No,
do
it would
that,
work.
Like, in a
would
You're
work.
hiring
learning
three
space.
people. You're talking to 2 different phones to make this work. Like,
Oh, it would be great.
But
No.
I hear those words uttered a lot. Like people are like, oh, you can just do it with OBS. It's like, well, no shit, I can do whatever I want with OBS.
My example was there's a plugin, Mark.
Oh, sorry.
Some nerd out there has written this transversal plugin. Jesus.
Was it you?
Fine. No, it was not me. I'm not that smart.
It was Ben.
Was it you plus AI?
It was one of those open claw machines that did it for us.
But I do believe there are nerdery plugins out there that will do what you're asking, but I don't think it comes native. And the more after we got done arguing in the call the other day, I did kind of briefly plug in the system. I'm like, you know what? Maybe he's right, which hurt a little.
I guess this is the phone call I missed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you were-
This sounds very entertaining.
This is why we didn't want to tell you what we were talking about. Because we were like, no, Justin.
They can't hear your eye roll, buddy.
They saw it. For those who watch, they saw it.
On that tangent, Raul, I did have a guy that came to one of the trainings, and he said that in his institution they do run vMix in some of their classrooms.
Why?
Which is the cousin of OBS.
Yes, it's the paid-for cousin of OBS, and I went, huh.
Is there a concert hall?
Well,
I don't know. I
Classroom?
didn't get into
there's
it.
we
Do they
use it
have a
on
technical
campus
director?
versus we use it in a classroom, or we use it on campus to serve some needs of a classroom, but never shall the solution be it's installed on the classroom PC.
There.
Yeah.
That's, and I believe that
You
was
guys
the
don't run all
solution.
new faculty through a 3-day OBS course on how to operate the. Oh,
We
Well,
actually
we
don't
do,
we
and
don't
then
we
hand
don't-
them
we do-
vMix.
We do we do no templates. They have to design it from the ground up.
that's right.
We
You
give them
start
nothing.
fresh every time you log in.
We're going to
Get
teach
used
you
to
how
it.
to use OBS and then
Rolling
give you TriCaster. Here's TriCaster. Get after it.
OBS TriCaster with a Stream Deck. That's how all the classrooms are as a standard build. Right? Like,
Got
I mean,
those
that's the
prices
view.
down. You said get those prices down. I did.
Those prices
So,
down.
Larry, how's that work for you?
Yeah, it doesn't.
But what if the student experience is exceptional?
It's not.
So
it
why
I
are-
doubt it.
Why are you trying to employ cameras in a new and unique way and get away from the standard baseband coaxial delivery method that has been rock solid for 100 years?
I think there's a couple.
I'm
reasons on
not.
this.
I'm sticking
We don't even
to.
have cameras, bro. We you know,
He has a camera.
I don't have any cameras in
bring
my
it
Zoom
room to
rooms.
Yeah, a little dot
My Zoom
cam
rooms
so
have
they
no
point at
audio
each
and no
other.
cameras.
so I think there's two reasons. One is like the blatant like rooms scenario, right? Multi-room, and we don't want to have our rooms doing APIs to other thing and the widgetry and the House of Cards and the Rube Goldberg thing to just make it as flat as possible. And then there's also the elusive one cable installation.
You know what else can do a one cable installation, Mark?
dot cams.
USB
USB.
extender.
Oh,
Yeah.
shut up.
Yeah.
No, you have the
Sure
cat
shit.
and the USB.
No.
Do you have a
No?
trusted USB extender that is dyed in the wool,
Icron.
never fail? No, that is not the answer.
That is not the answer.
That is in normal
Just
form
because
factor.
the extender is
No.
more expensive than the camera it's extending does not mean it's a bad answer.
But it works.
And when the transmit side dies, you have to buy a whole new set because they're paired together, and that receive side doesn't work with any other pair. It's
Hence
beautiful.
why I do not recommend doing that type of thing.
But your qualifications was one cable though.
yes,
So
one cable.
USB extenders have
Well,
been
you said
there.
USB.
You say one cable. What do you
So
like?
So this is not
Define
an endorsement.
this.
This is not an endorsement. This is not
How
a
do you
recommendation. I
define one
love-
cable differently?
I love the installation of the Hudley L1. How
I don't
easy
mind
and
it.
simple that is.
I do that a lot.
Okay, for those of us who have not had the Hudley L1,
It's a standard cat
It
cable.
is
It's a
single
fake USB extender. That's all it is.
But it's
You're
built
buying
in-
the
it's
camera and it
built in.
comes with USB extenders, and it's one cable. That's
But from an integration standpoint, it is extremely clever and very easy to deploy.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know. If
I agree.
If it was more readily available, would we not see more cameras?
More
with that same
readily
philosophical
available.
approach?
Well, there's a lot of companies out there, but the important point I think that you blew past is that it's fundamentally extending USB with UVC control over a standard you can do it yourself cat cable.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of manufacturers go the wrong way. They're like, we made this box with this thing and the little adapter.
And I'm not throwing shade
widget.
over the Logic. So yes, do the Logitech Rally Kit. You can extend that on one cable and do all that stuff too. But I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying at large we don't see as much of this in the market where I think we would with as much proliferation of Zoom rooms, Team rooms, and the like.
Not a word, but okay.
I don't. We're proliferating.
I understood. I understood that
put it
word.
in
I was with you,
You're
Justin.
speaking Kentucky.
Yeah.
right. See, we vote you off the island, Chris. You're done. So
I'm typing that in, and my autocorrect just changed the word to spell it correctly. You know how tough this is?
that's fine. But
His
I would
Clippy
think
jumped up and said, "I'm not sure that's what you're thinking."
right. And so, but I think it would be natural for us to assume we would see more of this, but I've seen the opposite. I don't see any of it. Now I do see more cameras saying, well, we now ship with NDI and SRT and all the stuff. And it's like, cool,
That's easy.
You get me the PoE1 cable, but I still have to do all this other shit at the last mile. And so
Because you're just getting the straight
Do ya,
video.
though?
yeah. Well, if I just wanted one thing, no control,
Okay,
is
and
how
now we're
I
back
set
to
up
where
my
we were.
cameras.
But I think you can.
if I just wanted one big box surveillance camera at the back of the classroom,
Yeah.
all day long, it would work. But surveillance is not distance education.
But
It could be.
I think you
Can
can
be.
get all that other stuff.
Mark, is that substantive distance education?
Depending on which rule we're going to abide by. So I don't know. I'm curious. I would love to see NDI with control in a widget that converts that and gives me as selectable UVC independent camera streams. And I know somebody out there is screaming, but Zoom and Teams do NDI and you can do it. And good luck showing somebody how to
That
do
shit
that.
doesn't work exactly
Well,
right.
You can subscribe to NDI and within Teams rooms.
I know you can.
I haven't quite got to the "I'm yelling at you" part, but I am skeptical that this
You
is
should
not
be.
currently possible. And
I believe it should be possible for sure. And somebody, please send the link. Put it in the comments
and
right
that's the
now.
thing is, I think there is a widget out there right now that does exactly what we want, and it's not from any of the companies we think it should be, and we don't know what it is. So please write in and tell us what it is.
What kind? Like, what are we? Oh, you're just okay. I got it.
It's
Want a
going to
box.
come
He's
from it's
fishing.
going to come from a place you don't. You're like, oh, I didn't think
It's
they'd make
this
that.
big. It can be USB power or PoE. It has to connect to my managed network. I understand that. But it's going to take all of the available NDI streams or whatever your flavor of choice is and expose them individually as a UVC with control at the actual compute level.
yes,
So this company, you don't know who it is, and it's not one we've ever heard of. You're
I
going to
didn't
put
say
on
that.
your
It's
managed
not the one
network.
you think it is. So.
Yes,
Okay.
of course. I'm putting on your unmanaged island network, sir.
Whoa,
Nobody's
whoa.
going to see it anyway.
I have a managed
Hold on.
island network.
You lost me at putting it on your managed network. Why the hell would you do that? What are you doing?
That's
Like,
where
why
the
get
does?
NDI
to
comes
it.
from.
How am I going to get these streams?
that's
It's
where
got
they
to get on the
belong.
computer. Yeah. Like the way they're doing
s-
it, it's got to be out there.
That's where they belong.
And yes, if we can all
This is a simple answer. Why aren't you?
Now, if we could get to a world where our PCs were merged onto the same network that our AV was on, and maybe we did
do
have that NDI slash.
Well, that's what you have to
whatever
do in your
the
scenario that
Zoom
you're
room
talking
slash
about, Mark.
Teams room. I know, and it can be done.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah. But that's in that philosophical room scenario only. I'm talking about now. Let's talk about the rest of the spaces that are not these room centric spaces. We're still back to that drawing board. We still have to solve for that island to island traversal.
Do we need to take a half step back and maybe explain why? For those who are not familiar with it, because I know there's a lot of people listening who this is not something to deal with. Why NDI is of interest in particular, or SRT, or RSTP, as Jamie says it. But why subscribing and switching those streams on that carries both video and UVC full control directly to the computer over a USB device is of interest.
Sure, tell us.
I'm asking the question. Yes,
Well,
I will do it, but I was throwing that out to the panel. But
Yeah, I think the only reason it's of interest is because the manufacturers have made it. The Zoom
The
and Teams.
only
have-
reason is Teams and Zoom rooms. That's it.
They have required
and
this
Zoom,
this USB
not rooms.
this USB handshake in order to make some of this crap work. If it can be ingested directly or dealt with directly,
But I'm not.
it is unnecessary.
Unless I'm in a Teams room or Zoom room branded room this has no interest for me because I have other solutions that can do one cable, like and bring it into the computer. You still have a widget box. You still have your box count is still the same.
What's the name of that cable? What's it exposed as?
Cat 6.
The name
What
of
are
the
you
device
talking-
is Cat 6?
You said what's the name of the cable?
No, when it exposes itself in your computer, your software, what is the
You
name
bring it in
of
USB.
and what's it called?
What the it's a,
When I choose my camera, what am I selecting?
what are you talking about?
Okay, I won't select a computer then. Okay, it's just going to be there.
It's wireless, Mark.
It's wireless.
What do you mean what you're
Justin,
selecting?
you're missing the last 6 inches.
How many cameras do you have? 1 or 2 or 3 or 4? I was talking about one camera solution.
Yes, any of the above.
So-
What does the software see this connection as?
A camera.
Okay.
Protocol. Justin, what protocol?
What protocol is it?
What do you mean? What protocol?
A lot of the adapters.
Are you talking like
the
is
adapters
it
are called
NDI
the
or is
no,
it something? What do you mean
UVC.
protocol?
UVC? If
Yeah,
it's
it's just USB UVC. I said that multiple times,
But
and you're
is
like,
it-
"What's
is
the
it-
protocol?" I was like, "It's USB. It's
But is it the actual camera or is it like widget company USB thingy?
Is it Madrigal capture? Is
Right.
it Asia capture? Is it
Yes.
Elgato capture?
no matter what you say, it's the same solution that we're trying to magically come up with on the NDI shit." Like I'm just not following. It's one cable. People can see far-in participants. They can see. I don't get it. What are we trying to solve for? What are we?
Elegance.
Out of curiosity, Mark, you have. I'm assuming you've set up a test bed where you've run multiple NDI streams and maybe used the NDI tools USB thing where it does expose it as pick camera X, pick camera Y, and then it populates.
See, we're talking about multiple cameras. That's different.
It populates into your
It populates. It'll show up.
your
Yes, they will
lists.
show up there.
yes, and control.
Right.
Yeah.
But you have to use the software.
You
right?
have to use the software, right?
The
And so
actual plugin.
now you have to have this other plugin running, and that's going to be problematic on your on your build and all that stuff. And then it has to stay in your managed networks. We're not going to spill and expose NDI out onto the managed side.
I thought we were trying to
not?
solve the problem of one
we don't
cable.
have the luxury of multicast across where we want to go. So that's just a current confinement we have.
So the problem is more than just solving 2 cables to 1. It's more than that.
Well, I think I would like to go to the 2 cables to 1 because I think it does simplify a lot of infrastructure design. I'm not saying the labor versus 1 over 2. I'm just saying just simplifying that is nice to do that. I think it is an area that can be developed. I'm surprised that we have not seen more development in. Now, am I solving for every little world problem here? No, I'm not. But I think it's an interesting perspective of going from the SDI and the kind of switcher, which I'm still waiting for the new one, Marshall, that you've been promised me for 4 years. Where the hell is it? They've
Even the one that doesn't run over 232?
yeah, the IP based. Where's my small 4 in 1 out
I like
IP based
232.
control SDI switcher?
I think that it's obvious the difference between like a broadcast. Let's go back to the OBS and vMix and TriCaster and a Pro AV, Zoom rooms, Team rooms, something, right? Because trying to ingest that into a production switcher software of some sort, it does carry through. It does do exactly what
because you
you're
have like
asking
this
it to
thing,
do.
right? You have this controller. You're like, oh, I'm marrying it to this. I'm
Well,
going to go ahead and push all these things over there.
No,
It's
but
very
even
mechanical.
even within a software-based one, I mean, without a controller, you're just using, just the local PC to do that. All those stream data, that connection data, the throughput, all the information, all the control information, all pops through that 1 gig or 10 gig network cable into that machine,
10
and you're
gig?
off.
I knew
this
it.
Where the hell is this conversation going?
No. This is that difference between a production environment PC system
Yeah.
Yeah.
and what we're typically dealing with, where in our systems and the softwares that are built around that. So Zoom's not thinking of it that way. They're not saying, oh, well, let's take this whole list of things and make it available and expose it to the end user as in part of their selection. And then they're like, oh no, it's a USB hook.
Right.
It's a Teams. It's a USB hook.
hook,
We depend on that USB hook, which is what's causing some of these problems. And that's just that difference in that Pro AV, because I'm sure there's some of our brethren out there going, but I can do that with my My Black Magic design stuff, yeah, but it's not the same.
Yeah. Yeah, how you do in broadcast versus how you do it like in a room scenario, you can accomplish the same outcome. But I think when we looked at all of the look at any standard Zoom room or Teams room build diagram they're going to give you on the site, they're all going to have these extended USB nonsense configurations. Like I think all of us can sit right now and say, yeah, don't do that. Do not do that. That's not going to work the way you want it to do. And that's why we're like, I'm going to do that. But I do see the value in these more ecosystem-centric approaches. This would help make that more elegant. And that's really my only point. I'm just shocked that we haven't seen this segment mature the way we would anticipate it mature.
But I think we made great. Look, it took 5 to 6. I mean, how many years did we talk about that on the show? Since we've started this show, that I've been screaming I wanted an NDI to USB widget, and Madgewell came out with one, and now IOGenie just put theirs out there, and somebody else is putting one out. It's like, to your point, it's like, why is it taking this long to get that product?
I suspect it's based on a chipset, but I think part of also is a lot of the cameras, even those, if you recall, even just a year or two ago, the cameras that are NDI capable if you had the license, and now a lot of them are just including that across the board.
Right.
So I think that maybe that critical mass is there, but I suspect on the widgetry side, we're seeing it from a specific chipset that can actually do it.
And they're all saying, we can do them Teams room. It's the USB. We have it out on the computer. It's already on the camera. It's right there. Just play. It's like, no. I understand
just extend this USB.
I need just make the NDI carry all of that information. I think we'd be right in the pocket. And I think they're all right there. They're all
See,
so
if I did the NDI thing, I'm going to hit the local switch in the lectern and then run another cable out of that switch to a doohickey anyway. So it's no different than what I'm doing today. It solves no problems.
Yeah.
And that's Larry can understand that. Like,
Agreed. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but
It's
if
just
all
a
your
different
cameras,
cable.
let's say I'm going to do 4 cameras, Justin. I'm not changing the goalpost on you here.
4 cameras.
So now we're in a different world.
What if they were built around the display?
Wherever they
Oh,
Cool
the
it.
bezel?
Cool it. Cool it.
Okay, so those are coming in as let's just imagine the world. Let me just weave this tapestry for you. 4 cameras in the room, different zones. It's a big room, right? People throwing
Or a
paper.
small
It's
room.
yeah, whatever. Or really a small room.
One focus on
1 managed
Whiteboard?
switch, 4 connections, 1 output to the thing, 1 USB cable in.
Yeah, you're describing my stuff right now.
Right, and so you're there, right? And that's kind of where we are, but it's how we do it is a little bit more thing. Now, Chris, I would like you to explain how you're doing it, because I think you have yet an ecosystem's worth of stuff in the way you're doing it too.
Well, my interest in this is twofold. One, it's and Justin brings this up a lot, removing boxes. It's reducing complexity. It's getting rid of something. So I'm already running the cameras into the switch that's there, the managed switch. Now I can, if I move this over to our mystical, let's just say our mystical NDI to UVC converter, or SRT to UVC, whichever way we want to do it. I can remove 1 cable to every camera, because now I just need 1 cable. I'm already pulling PoE for control and power, so I can do that anyway. Okay, great. It's already running to the switch, but it's also running the parallel video stream to another switcher, and I can get rid of all of that, and then it comes out of that to a little converter box. So I'm still going to need a converter box, but that converter box now just goes to the network switch that's right there and converts to UVC with video and control. Great. So I've removed 3 or 4 things from my system. And what we haven't brought up yet is that as many of these systems now gain software systems, as many of these software applications rather gain access directly to the cameras, you get additional features. You get the intelligent director, the smart framing, all these things that are coming from software running either as a helper widget, or in the case of a room system, it's running in that application or on a dedicated device. But you're adding capability that wasn't there previously to the cameras you already have or already buy. And that's my interest, is like, hey, this cost me an extra $100 over what I do. I removed a bunch of stuff that I had to install or pull or cable, whatever that is. And I'm getting added features that weren't there before.
How about this? How about one better? One better.
Extend USB.
Yeah.
So what if I remove the network switch altogether too?
I would love
we
that.
could buy a Hudley L1. We're back to that. That's what I do a lot.
Yeah,
and so I'm going to plug 3 of those in and ask them to go in and switch which of the 3 cameras they're looking at.
now everything that
Well,
I
no,
know
they
before
make a solution for that too, where it's one.
Zoom Room is doing everything that I'm asking to do. Like it can bring in the NDI. It does show up in the camera control. It's all
Yeah.
there, right? Which makes it specific is outside of that scenario. It's the common classroom, right? Where I'm not running the Zoom room piece of that, and that maybe that PC is not sitting on the same network that all the control stuff's sitting on. That's where it starts to fall apart. That would be where this widget is going to span those two ecosystems. And I think, because I know people are screaming, well, Zoom room does it already. Teams, that room does it all. Yes, I know that. But it's you have these specific architectural differences of how these systems are landing and sitting on your network. That's all I'm saying.
Or are they?
They don't have to, but that's now we're talking about other people's domain.
Yeah, that's where a lot of the question marks come in, because with mine running on this that VLAN is
It's a self-imposed problem for a lot of us because of the way our organization structure is in our IT departments. And this is, yes, we have to figure these kinds of things out. And this is asking for a solution for a problem that shouldn't be anyway.
yes.
Or just extend USB.
Or just extend USB. Yeah, sorry. There's always that. I forgot about that one.
And we use the same cameras for, like, that's how we get room views and things.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
so it's all
Oh, yeah.
exposed all the way. So if it was surveillance, Larry, surveillance.
Anyway,
Just saying that's
it's coming.
All right. Well, any last thoughts on the mystical new version of deployments of our cameras by removing cables and adapters and widgets and hoping for the best?
More widgets.
More widgets. Okay, we'll convert it back.
room.
I'm going to take my
systems.
NDI stream out to UVC, convert that through the compute out to SDI, and then back in.
But I think you're going to
Clean that up.
you are going to see that this becomes more a complicated problem when folks start doing more of the I'm going to say it Vision Suite kind of thing, where you're trying to the AI switching the AI bullcrap
Or
and
Do
to
we
having
need
it
to be
exposed.
doing that when you can get 90% of the way there with stuff that now just shows up in Zoom and Teams and all the rest?
Well, but but
But
if it's
hate-
just
people don't
SDI
wanna go on
to
the
a
road.
converter, this is what I'm saying. Like being able to expose all the individual cameras and streams and feeds and things to the machine that's doing all the thinking is going to be more important. Even if that
and
machine
that's-
doesn't reside in that rack,
Right,
maybe
and
it
that's my
resides somewhere
interest.
else.
Well, you're not wrong there, but that's my interest in this is thinking about not necessarily the machine or the device, whatever it is, that may exist down the hall in a server closet. I'm not running stuff down to the IDF, but I have the compute in the room, so why can't that be doing it? So if I can expose these and gain, let's say 75% of those added features, great. That's a win-win for me because I ain't buying $13,000 appliances for every room.
Right.
I
And
wish
if you
you,
are,
I
please
wish
reach
you
out
would
because-
would just waste money like the rest of us.
Yes.
How come you just won't fall in line?
Higher Ed's just wasting money on $13,000 appliances.
That's
If
some
you're buying many
knucklehead
of
out
those
there
for your new
selling
space,
us.
please write in and explain to us how often you go to therapy.
I haven't seen one in the wild. I've yet to see one like actually grazing and out there roaming the earth.
No.
Well, let's take a quick break, and we'll come back, and we're going to talk about another technology which never got off the ground.
Are you ready for a desk job like no other? Get ready to experience forbidden passions and office romance like never before in the scintillating, made-for-TV movie event of the year, Hot Desking. A sea of sleek, stylish desks designed for love, where every pencil holder, every slimline drawer, and every paperclip screams romance. Join us on a journey through the office corridors of desire as co-workers find themselves irresistibly drawn to each other in their oh-so-seductive desks. Sparks fly as deadlines loom and emails ping in the background. But amidst the chaos of the office, love finds a way. From the water cooler whispers to the steamy conference room encounters, Hot Desking will have you on the edge of your desk chair, craving more. If you're ready for a workplace drama that's equal parts steamy and hilarious, tune in to Hot Desking, where even the office furniture knows how to kindle forbidden passions. Hot Desking, coming soon to a screen near you. An independent, amalgamated production.
I hear that's got good Rotten Tomato scores.
That's something.
Everyone loves hot desking, apparently, as people keep coming up to me on show floor tours and yelling at me about it. All right.
You don't need a little scheduler at every single desk in your office?
I do. I schedule when I have to leave and all that. It's a whole thing. All right. So this next topic is on 8K, which nobody used.
Shame.
And show's over.
I have 7 8K TVs in my house
No, you don't.
Wait,
with
what?
specialized 8K content that I've developed.
With watching 720p over streaming.
Yeah, I created my own like Smurfs cartoon in 8K.
Larry, you posted this in our discussion board, and it was from a LinkedIn post, and then I dug up a news story on it. But the LinkedIn post basically says that, and links in the show notes here. LG stopped making 8K panels. Sony doesn't make 8K panels. TCL doesn't make 8K panels. The 8K Association went from 33 members.
There's an 8K
Yes,
association.
they had 8,000
There
members.
was an 8K.
It's down to 16 people. It never seemed to get anywhere. And we saw this with 4K as well. 4K, like, how long have 4K displays been around? And we're still kind of baby stepping into 4K in specialized applications because at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. And I think that's what they're seeing with 8K is the level of processing, the level of quality control, and Justin, to your point, the specialized content you need to actually deliver that just isn't there. Now, someone out there is yelling they just built some visualization suite or whatever. Okay, I get it. Yes, there are specialized uses for this, but the general gist of we're buying 8K TVs, it never got anywhere. So, and then I have another article from Ars Technica just kind of basically saying the same thing, but I'll link in the show notes there, but that these have been around for like almost 15 years. If you don't know that, because it was at the 2012 Olympics, I think, that they were talking about, they were broadcasting in 8K and all these like specialized things. It was crazy. And it just never got anywhere.
Capturing an HK. Different.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Japan who was doing that.
I mean, wasn't the biggest problem is just sending the signal uncompressed? I mean, then you have to compress 8K anyway. Then what's the?
I think
I mean,
it's just-
for broadcast, right, and transmission. I mean, we're really not. I mean, Netflix 4K isn't really 4K, and so see what I'm saying. So, what's the point, right?
Should have close that.
Yes, and I think at the size to pixel count didn't matter either.
Well, it's
The ratio was
better than the human eye kind of thing, and
For the
physics.
residential market, just
Uh,
it's silly.
And now, if you're
Silly.
doing large displays that have that many pixels, you're already running a processor and custom-built pixel, configurations. It's
Yeah, when you get into that type of material to do that, it's never going to add up exactly clean the way you want it to, and so you're always going to need that processing. You're always going to you can fill those pixels and make it be what you want, but it's never easy that way. It's not clean.
yeah. Because I was reading an article the other day that people were bitching about. Oh, the new ATSC 3.
No, I heard that's supposed to save lives. I heard that's
Well,
supposed to be the bee's knees.
But it's like, well, it's gonna over the air 1080p to your screen, but they're just gonna upscale to 720 from, Fox Sports
That's all-
broadcast.
yes, that's
Well, it
also
does
what
more than
NFL
that, though.
broadcasts have been for
No,
years,
no, no.
as they've been
Just-
scaling it up.
But the base delivery of the video is just that. No, it does a lot.
It does a lot more than just send video.
Mostly copyright protection.
Awesome.
Thank
Oh,
God.
joy. Like, we
God.
really need more of that
was what
shit.
we
Thanks,
wanted.
lawyers.
Yeah. So no, that is the problem, and you will have to deal with it soon. But that was one of the things.
No,
is
I
like
won't.
broadcast.
He doesn't
This
watch
article.
TV is the problem.
Broadcasters are still going to produce content for ATSC1, and they're just going to upscale it, and it's not really ever going to get there. So I think 8K kind of fell into that. Well, now we got to triple it. Now we got to quadruple it, whatever the math is on that.
Math it out.
By the way,
just
Mark,
happy
I did
because-
check. NHK was broadcasting 8K for the 2012 Summer Olympics. I remember this stuff.
2012?
Yes, 2012 in London, they broadcast 8K. So,
How do you
I wonder how many
did you
people
tell?
actually saw it in 8K. Like, how
Nobody.
do you really know?
Nobody. Yeah.
Only a
I'm
handful of-
broadcasting right now in 8K, fools. What? What about it?
Only a handful
even-
of people in Japan. That's all that knew.
it was just a tech director who then like scaled it. They just de-resed it
He
down.
broadcast
to
it right from that
720p.
router right into this monitor that he had locally. It didn't go anywhere else.
The tech director
like, "That
was
looks
Chris's brother, who said, 720 is good enough.
Yeah.
You're not
He's
terrible.
not
I'll
wrong.
give you 480 all day long. Why do you need more than that? What are you doing?
It's HD. Technically,
So is this the last few minutes that we're going to waste on 8K forever?
I hope.
I sure
Or is it
hope
coming?
so.
Or is it
I
coming
highly
back?
doubt it.
This is the first few minutes as well.
Is it
Knowing
coming back?
this, I'm sure we'll talk about
I think
it
it'll be
again.
resurrected.
Are we
Well,
going to
here's,
see
here's
it?
where I think 8K
Oh,
still
but
has some,
8K could be 4K stereo,
3D, 4K is
right?
No, don't
Glass-
give these engineers any
You
ideas,
don't
Jamie.
need glasses because it's 8K, so you can get 2 full K rasters on it. Run that sucker up to 120 hertz. Watch 3D.
I don't think physics works like that.
Oh, it does.
Oh, it
And
does.
can.
It doesn't have to. You just got to
You
convince
just-
enough people that it does.
You just go talk to any marketing department on Earth, buddy. This is going to work.
Exactly. It's not a physics problem. It's a
Jamie,
marketing
how many,
problem.
How many AIs are in there?
How many do you need in there to sell it?
7. Need 7.
It's the AI to rule them all. It's kind of like the United Nations of AI, so that Claude can talk to Chat, that can talk to, I don't even know all of them, but they're going to talk to each other.
IMAX, yeah, okay. Specialized, sure. Special content.
So yeah, and 8K displays themselves are not going away. You're going to see them in niche, specialized markets, and you can build them out as video walls or whatever. So if you need that for your specialized content displays, yes, but you're not going to see.
We're not removing the pixel count. It's still going to exist.
I'm saving one pixel from every display.
You're just skipping over that
saying
number.
it
Like,
again.
nope, we're
If
not
it's
doing
not
that one.
8.1, I don't want to talk about it.
Well, they may need to dial back and they'll just do 7K. But so anyway, this
9K
will
like
go the
Apple.
same way as we saw with 3D and all the rest. It was all the next big whiz bang thing, and we're
You
still
mean
not
we're going to
4K.
Spain? Is that what we're talking about?
With VR, we can go to Spain.
Could attend ISE.
So
I'm not,
so
I'm not
we've been
using
right
VR
there.
again until it's 21:9.
You're saying a lot of nonsensical things, Jamie.
You want this thing constrained, huh?
I don't like this nonsensical Jamie.
Hey, he's making a lot of sense. I don't know why. But,
I don't know.
all right. Well, for those of you who have 8K displays and 8K televisions, great. Hang on to them. I'm sure you'll have trouble
Collect your
servicing
item.
them soon.
Please call us. We'd like to know.
Well, all right. Any last thoughts on 8K and its wide proliferation?
No, we just need to move on to 16K.
Oh, moving
So,
there.
Yep.
What is it? Okay. Is
The
anyone,
birth of 16.
Have you learned nothing from me?
is anyone doing 16K? I don't know. Probably.
Somebody is. Isn't it out?
My font
You can buy
size.
shit that's 16K, right? Didn't I see that from some marketing place?
Oh, good Lord.
Back next week with more nonsense. Well, we've managed to ruin yet another episode of AV Super Friends Off the Rails. You can contact us with questions, topic ideas, or general complaints at mailbag@avsuperfriends.com. If you complain loud enough, we might just invite you on the show.
Nice work, everyone. Sharp broadcast. Really good. Everyone on the floor as well. Really a lot of hustle. I liked it.
The opinions expressed by the AV Super Friends are solely those of the individuals and do not represent their respective institutions, organizations, companies, or clients.